Hey, good morning, fellas. It's 4:30 in the morning. I just finished my walk. I'm going to start the coffee and sit you down. I think I'm just gonna say some things, and then I'm going to try to make my point in an objective fashion. Meaning, I'm going to try to keep my personal opinion out of it, but I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee you that I will. So, the things I'm going to talk to you about are based upon my experience as a man, as a father, as a soldier, as a husband, as a son, as an uncle, as a friend, as an enemy. All of those things make up a part of who we all are as men. The thing is, you can't be part of an organization, a group that don't like you or respect you. I will title this video The War on Men. Now, if you noticed during the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, the French people who decided to put on the opening ceremonies picked out only one religion to make fun of. And they made fun of that religion because there are no consequences to them doing that. They didn't make fun of the Muslims, did they? But they sure have no problem making fun of Christianity. In fact, the Last Supper. You cannot make peace with or befriend someone who doesn't respect you or like you, and when their agenda is to tear you down. There is a war on men. There is a war on families. There is a war on being patriotic to your country. There just is a war on gender. That the world is upside down and backwards. And none of that is our fault. And that's the funniest part about it. God forbid if you call somebody or you misgender somebody. Do you remember what the government did to people who wouldn't take the jabs during COVID? Do you remember that? Doctors, lawyers, police officers, nurses, anybody, all walks of life. They did destroy a lot of their lives and careers. Do you remember the little passport visa you were going to have? You know, you had your shots, you were going to be allowed to move around. That is fascistic and socialistic, just like Stalin and Hitler. Please don't forget about Stalin or Mao or what's happening right now to the Uyghur people, every man, woman, and child inside of the government of the Chinese People Republic, CCP, Chinese Communist People. I mean, come on now. You, as a man, have no duty or responsibility for anything outside of your control. We, as a group of men, are blamed for things we had nothing to do with. And a lot of men, it's why I am a massive supporter of the men go their own way, because rather than play a rigged game, they just checked out. They're not bothering anybody. They're not trying to do anything to anybody. They're not out there robbing banks or demonstrating or running around. They just, if you don't want us around, I'm not the right height, I don't make enough money, they're like, fine, I'll go my own way. And it's finally starting to turn. So I think we are into some trouble. Europe cannot defend itself. Europe, for the most part, doesn't want to defend itself. That duty used to fall to the United States, and we're not doing it. We can't even secure our own borders. How the hell are we going to go over there and fight a war for somebody else? Again, men, stay out of the military. Now, also during COVID, do you know that we lost almost the majority of our tier 1 warriors? They told them, hey, you either get the jabs or we're going to put you out. And a lot of those dudes, those guys are alphas and sigmas. Them guys are like, really? And they are literally, they're trained killers. And they still shit on them and pushed them out. So we cannot, as a group or as individuals, give a shit, care about, try to be around, try to fit in with groups and peoples and institutions that hate us. If you simply nowadays have the wrong skin color or you're the wrong gender, you're not getting hired by the government. And they dress it up. They dress that racism and sexism up in a fancy word called DEI. Diversity. What is it? DEI. Diversity. I guess it's inclusion. I don't know what the other one is. Equity and inclusion. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. And then you ask yourself, well, what about the guys you're leaving behind? You know, the guys that are doing the work based on merit. Tell me how it's fair for Asian cultures to work hard, outscore everybody on the test, and then not be able to get into Harvard because they don't base anything anymore on merit. All right, that's enough from me, guys. Do not play a rigged game. The only way you can let them know that you don't appreciate the way they're treating you is to vote with your wallet. Just buy enough groceries to get by. Don't buy, anyways. You vote with your wallet. All right? Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourself, because they are getting ready to start a war. And we're not playing this time. Fuck them. It's every man for himself, or small tribes. Like a fort in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.